Mark started the Championship season with a win. What's that done for belief and confidence within the group?
Well, it's always good. We started off brightly. I thought we played pretty well last week, and we ended up winning the game, and I thought deservedly so with the work that we'd put in, but also the quality we showed. And what it does do is it just gives you that little bit of confidence going into the tough season that the Championship is. And obviously we played Tuesday evening. That was, changes were made, and players were playing the first games for some of them for 4 months. So it was some of them for the first time in a Stoke City shirt, and some of them for the first time in their careers. So it's been it was bound to be a little bit like that. Having said that, possession-wise, we were really strong, as you'd expect. But when you're playing against anybody, they work really hard, and Walsall worked really hard. And I thought they were good, to be fair. We didn't do enough to cause them enough problems in that game, but we ended up getting through, and obviously we got some really good penalties, and obviously Jack's being the last one after the save that he made, which deservedly gave him some headlines. So from that, we're going back into the league, and we're going up to Sheffield Wednesday, who are in a difficult moment really, because they've got their ongoing issues that everybody's aware of, but that'll galvanise them, and clearly the supporters are well behind the players, and the players are responding. So that can be dangerous. So we've got to go, and don't know what the atmosphere is going to be like, other than the Sheffield Wednesday fans will be right behind the players, and know firsthand that they're really vocal and passionate about their club, as our supporters are. But like I say, they've got a cause. We've got to go there and try and play our game, and go and enjoy what is we're going to be a difficult game. But like I say, if we can focus on what we want to do well, and do it well, then we've got a real chance of getting back-to-back wins for the first time this season.
How important is it to build that momentum, but equally how difficult is it in this division?
It's difficult. Every game's difficult. You've got different sets of circumstances, different challenges, but we will look forward to whatever comes our way tomorrow, and hopefully we can have a really strong, solid performance.
You mentioned Sheffield Wednesday earlier. What did you make of their performance against Leicester last weekend?
I thought they were good, and I obviously saw the game at Bolton on Wednesday evening, where they'd made a lot of changes. Some young players came in, and I thought they did ever so well. They were playing against 10 men for a lot of it, but and Bolton played well in the second half. They came into it a lot more and became a lot stronger. Yeah, there were some really good performances with the Sheffield Wednesday players, and they managed to come through as well. So they'll have some confidence from that also. But they played. They're strong. They'll look at. They've got athletic players, and they'll look at what they can do moving forwards, as well against the opposition that they're facing. So nothing changes really. It's about us and what we do and how we set about our game. I think for us, we've got to make sure that we maintain that level of performance and try and get that consistency as quickly as possible.
You've experienced challenging situations off the pitch at a couple of your previous clubs. Where do your thoughts go when you hear of this sort of situation that's happening at Sheffield Wednesday?
Well, you feel for everybody there connected with the club, and it's not just the players, the supporters. Everybody gets affected by it, and people in the offices. Everybody's got mortgages, everybody's got bills to pay, and the bills are getting higher and higher all the time. It's very difficult. So, there's an empathy there from everybody, I would imagine, in the football world. But we go there as Stoke City Football Club trying to get 3 points against a good side, to be fair. They're a really good side. They've obviously had a lot of upheaval. Danny Roll's gone. Henrik's come in and taken over the reins, and they've made some good strides. I think when you look at it from the outside, you say they've only played 3 games. I don't think they've been away anywhere, but that can also help galvanise you, and it can also help to build some work and do a lot of work on the training ground as well.
How's our squad shaping up heading into a 3rd game in a week?
Okay, all right. We come through the other night unscathed, thankfully, and look forward to training today and then heading up to Sheffield later.
Lamine Cissé's joined us on a 4-year contract. What do you hope he'll bring to the squad?
Well, Lamine's just carrying a little bit of a shoulder problem at the minute, which was why it took so long. But he's a really good player, young player at that, 22 years of age, and he's got a lot of qualities that we don't currently have, and we'll add to that mix. So it gives me different options, and hopefully he can help to drive his performances and everybody else's.
First away game of the season. What's your message to the travelling partners making the journey tomorrow?
Enjoy it, get behind the lads as usual, as you have done. The support's been magnificent since we walked through the door, and this season's been no different. Just help us build that momentum and stay behind them and try and roar us onto another victory.